Hello folks, my name is Carl and welcome back to the channel. So there's an update from IRCC regarding the parents and grandparents program for 2025. So if you're looking to bring your parents or grandparents to Canada permanently, this video is for you. Now regarding the updates, we're going to be breaking down some of the important details that IRCC has provided. So we're going to be looking at who can apply in 2025, what's different this year, why some people still won't get invited, and what you can do instead. And that's looking at some of the alternatives such as the super visa. Now let's get into it. Now let's start with the basics. So what is the PGP, just in case you are new to all of this? So the PGP, that's the Parents and Grandparents Program, allows Canadian citizens and permanent residents to sponsor their parents or grandparents to become permanent residents of Canada. So it's quite different from a Vista visa or a super visa. This actually gives them PR status, meaning that they can live here permanently, they can work, access healthcare, and eventually apply for citizenship if they are eligible. So here's the catch. The demand is huge, obviously, right? And the spots are also limited. Now, as of March 7, 2025, IRCC announced that Canada will accept up to 10,000 complete applications under the PGP this year. But there's a very key detail that we have to look at. Now, IRCC is not necessarily opening a new interest to sponsor form this year. What I mean is IRCC is not going to accept new interest to sponsor forms. They're not going to accept new applications to sponsor your parents or your grandparents this year. Instead, they are selecting applicants from the existing pool of submissions from 2020. Yes, 5 years ago. So that's the same system that they've used since 2020. So in 2020, there were so many applications that IRCC could not, handle all of it. So this year, they are going to be picking from that pool. So they are not necessarily going to open up a new application and have new people, submit the forms, expressing their interest to sponsor their parents or grandparents. No, that's not what's happening this year, right? This year, IRCC is just going to look at applications from the existing pool of submissions all the way from 2020. Now, what this means is that if you submitted an interest to sponsor form in 2020 and haven't yet received an invitation, then you might be selected this year. Okay, so if you didn't submit in 2020, then unfortunately you won't be able to apply under the PGP this year. Now stay tuned, because we are going to discuss some alternatives for those who cannot apply for the PGP this year. So on July 16, 2025, that's just about a week ago, IRCC confirmed that invitations will start going out on July 28, 2025, just in a couple of days time, right? And that the invitation is going to continue over a period of about 2 weeks, right? So here's what you need to do right now if you are eligible. Now, make sure that you check the email address that you used in 2020, okay? And look in your junk and spam folders. Just make sure that you don't miss any communication from IRCC. And if you're selected, follow the instructions in the invitation. Now, those invited to apply will submit their application through the PR portal, the Permanent Residence Portal, or the Representative Portal if you're using an immigration representative. Now, remember, if you don't get selected this year, there's still another option. That is the super visa. I'll talk about that next. So what if you're not invited? Now use the super visa. That would be my recommendation, because IRCC has made it clear that if you don't receive an invitation or you never applied in 2020, you can still bring your parents or grandparents to Canada, but just temporarily. It's not going to be on a permanent basis like the PGP. This is going to be temporarily with a super visa. Now, what is a super visa? So a super visa has some benefits that separate it from a regular visit visa. So with a super visa, some of the benefits are that it is valid for up to 10 years. Your parents or your grandparents can stay in Canada for 5 years at a time. Okay, and you can extend their stay by another 2 years without leaving the country. And of course, multiple entries are allowed. So this is in stark difference to the visit visa, where people can stay, I think, mostly up to just 6 months, and instead of the 5 years for the super visa. So the super visa has its benefits, and the parents can extend their stay by another 2 years without even having to leave the country. So those are some of the benefits. Now, IRCC recently made the health insurance requirement more flexible for the super visa applications. So it makes it easier for families to apply. And again, let me note that the super visa doesn't necessarily give PR, but it is the next best option, and it's faster to process. Okay. Now, talking about the update to the health insurance requirement for the super visa, previously IRCC had a specific list of insurance providers that could be used, but I think that requirement has changed, and you can find many more insurance providers that you could use to satisfy the health insurance requirement for a super visa. So it is an option that is worth considering, and like I said, it is a faster process. I guess way faster than the PR process, which could take a bit of time, right? Now, currently, the wait times are so long, and many people are wondering why. Now, as of February 5 this year, 2025, IRCC stated clearly that the processing times are more around 24 months for applications outside Quebec. I'm talking about the PGP, and 48 months for Quebec destined applicants, because Quebec has a separate system and lower admission targets. So even after applying for the PGP, the wait is long. Okay, the wait is long, and IRCC has said that they are trying to balance applications with future immigration targets and all of that. But with fewer spots in the 2025 to 2027 immigration levels plan, only a small number of applications can be approved each year. So this means that even if you get invited in 2025, your parents may not arrive until 2027 or beyond. That's just the reality, right? Because the PR process is taking such a long time. That is why, like I said previously, the super visa is a good alternative in this case. So what should you do now? Well, if you submitted in 2020, check your email every day starting July 28. Prepare all your documents, your proof of income, your relationship status, and your actual status in Canada as well. Also talk to your immigration consultant if you have one, or an immigration lawyer if you have one, just to get some tips on how to apply. Now, if you did not submit in 2020, consider applying for a super visa. Start preparing documents. You still need proof of income and insurance. You still need some documents to submit for the super visa as well. And watch for any 2026 program announcements. We'll keep you updated on this channel, so stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already, and stay tuned as we'll be providing you any updates here on the channel as well. So this has been a very quick update, just to let you know that this year's PGP program is good news for some people, but frustrating for many people. I know, Canada is trying to reunite families, but space is limited. If you are in the 2020 pool, you still have a shot. If not, don't give up. The super visa is a strong option, and more opportunities may come in future years. So like this video if you found it helpful. Comment below if you are in the 2020 pool or applying for the super visa, and subscribe so you don't miss the next immigration updates, and also subscribe because it helps to really grow the channel. And thank you for the subscriptions so far. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.